Hi guys, I'm Dr. Vani, clinical nutritionist, and in today's video, let's discuss about what is inflammation in the body. There can be two types of inflammation, acute inflammation and chronic inflammation, and in today's video, we'll discuss more about chronic inflammation. To know about chronic inflammation is quite important because if you neglect chronic inflammatory conditions inside your body for a long period of time, there is a huge chance of this chronic inflammatory condition in your body to be converted into chronic diseases like be it diabetes, heart diseases, cancer, permanent infertility kind of conditions, autoimmune conditions, and even mental disorders. But the problem of this chronic inflammatory conditions inside our body is it is very difficult to diagnose. We all are extremely busy and we tend to ignore certain kind of signs and symptoms our body tends to project. We tend to mask it by either by just popping in some painkillers or some home remedies or whatever. Bypass or ignore us, saying that we either didn't sleep or didn't eat well on this particular day, or it was too stressful at work today, or you're too tired with the household work or what. So we just bypass the kind of signals our body is giving us on a regular basis, blaming it to the external circumstances that might have stressed us for during that day or few days. But it is actually your internal body is extremely tired and extremely infected and inflamed since years and years, and now it is coming out in the form of certain kind of signs like be it backache, shoulder pain, joint stiffness. Certain people also exhibit skin rashes. People with chronic inflammatory situations inside their body exhibit even skin rashes. They also exhibit frequent fluctuations in their mood, like be it anxiety or depression or ADHD or any other disorder. There's been a lot of studies which have also shown that people suffering with chronic inflammatory conditions also might exhibit in the form of frequent episodes of constipation, and few people might have diarrhea in that, because chronic inflammation inside your body might aggravate certain inflammatory reactions which will affect the gut motility. So you might either be experiencing extensive constipation or you might be experiencing diarrhea, or few people will be experiencing mix of both constipation and diarrhea, which is called irritable bowel syndrome. And people with irritable bowel syndrome at a certain middle age might be actually suffering from a chronic inflammatory condition inside their body. Their inside body is loaded with inflammatory cells and all. So why do people experience these chronic inflammatory conditions, and what kind of causes that only certain people have this inflammatory conditions? People who eat a lot of unhealthy food, who have stressed lifestyle, who are constantly stressed and who have irregular sleep cycles, and who are constantly suffering from loneliness and depression and all these kinds of extreme lifestyle and extreme eating disorders. All these will put a stress on your cells and tissues, and it will force your cells to release a lot of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and these pro-inflammatory cytokines will initiate a lot of inflammatory reactions in your body, and this inflammatory reactions may even affect your normal healthy cells, be it your heart muscles, your skeletal muscles, your smooth muscles, affecting various organs inside your body. Like it can affect your heart, it can create clots inside your blood vessels, it can affect your respiratory muscles, it can slow down your breathing process, it can affect your skeletal muscles, it can affect your joints, tendons, ligaments. These inflammatory reactions will have a hyper reaction on even your nerves, causing mental disorders. So now you have identified yourself and you have become proactive, and you have been realizing and understanding the signals your body is sending you in the form of headaches, frequent flus, colds, skin rashes, back pain, shoulder pain, unable to digest your food, constipation, be it whatever these kind of symptoms you are experiencing regularly on a regular basis. Now you have identified that, and now you want to get rid of this chronic inflammatory condition from your body, right? So what do you have to do? First thing, you have to visit your doctor, and your doctor might prescribe some tests like CRP, ESR, and other kind of tests whichever is required depending on your signs and symptoms and the kind of problems you might be facing. And later, once you have been diagnosed as having or being suffering from a chronic inflammatory condition, then along with the medications which your doctor has given, or if you have not yet reached the extreme chronic inflammatory conditions and you just want to clear off this primary clear off your inflammation when you have started feeling these primary inflammatory signs, then you have to adapt a healthier lifestyle, adapt healthier eating habits, and learn to de-stress, adapt mindfulness, do some meditation. Extreme stress can also be a major cause of chronic inflammatory conditions in your body. So you have to learn to de-stress, you have to learn to adjust your sleep cycle, you have to incorporate a lot of anti-inflammatory foods into your diet, which we will be discussing in our next video. And you have to remove all the foods which are prone to secreting pro-inflammatory cytokines in your diet, which again we will be discussing in our next video. Incorporating good amount of physical activity is also very important for people suffering with this chronic inflammatory conditions, because good amount of physical activity will activate your muscles and it will release feel good hormones, it will release good hormones which will fight with the pro-inflammatory cytokines and will help in flushing out all the toxins. Thus you will be relieved with any kind of inflammatory conditions inside your body. So once you have adapted a healthier lifestyle, healthy eating habits, incorporated good amount of physical activity, and started sleeping well, and started incorporating de-stress activities like mindfulness and meditation, then you will start feeling better. And it is important to continue this kind of healthier habits in order to prevent any kind of chronic disease. Let's catch up with another important topic in my next video. Till then, it's Swani signing off. Take care. Bye.